Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? What's up, people? Let's see how this works out. Just because I do have, I seem to have a little bit heavier load on my PC today, and I'm not sure why. A little strange, but we'll keep tabs on it. Well, for the time being, let's hop over to the main screen because beyond the fact that it kills the background music, it'll allow us to take a look at the changes some more. Okay, let me deposit because I have like no inventory space. I kind of actually want to do some more some roulettes just to kind of break up the pace a bit. Alright, so we literally have a week of these things, which I just finished redoing, which is nice. Very, very nice. What else can I just kind of throw away? None of these, really, not yet. Ooh. I have 7 synthetic fiber. Where did I get 7 of those from? I'm only one off. I need ethereal chemical fiber as well, though I think I have the balsa wood and lumber I need for that kind of thing. But let's where did I put the ethereal chemicals? Or did I not? That could have been well within the realms. I feel like I did put them somewhere though. Where would I put them? Oh, let's get rid of the shrub seedling. Really don't need it. No, we'll put it there. That way we can deal with that later. Ugh. I hurt all over. Okay, that lag spike was felt by both you and me. Fresh branch, empty crystal, fine alumine, and red muckle grass. This is fine. It was basically sent out just for level ups. I'm not too worried about it at all. Not worried about it at all. Now, the Umbral Explorer. What is up with my frame rate right now? Like, I thought I killed the stuff that was killing my CPU. Gonna be killing my frame rate again just because of the fact that I'm popping up Task Manager and whatnot. Okay. Interesting. So I don't think I found the next location. Alright, back to here. Yeah, no, I'm pinging up again. That's because I turned on Streamlabs OS at this point. But, oh, one thing I can do. To assist in the slightest. Kill that. That should give me some extra breathing room. And then since I don't have stream avatars up and it's burning some resources. There we go. I'm still pinging my CPU. Like, granted, Streamlabs is taking the majority of that, but yeah. I ended you before. That should give me some breathing room again. And then it's just climbing up again. Can we not take a diagnostic when I freaking start? I hate my computer right now. Whatever. At this point, I'd rather stop fighting with it. Okay, so let's check the submersibles. Wow, that's something I haven't seen in a long time. Ah, found the wreckage of the headway. Now I gotta open up something that'll probably kill my thing, because I need to double check on a particular next spot to go to. So technically Yamato went there for no reason. Except for to get some more adamantite. Okay. Oh yeah, I could kill you too. I'm gonna open? Or is it just because it's basically frozen? Man. Yeah, it's gotta be that it's... because it's getting pinged to hell and back, it's not allowing it to start up. Just waiting for getting some... You? I know you're not running anything right now. Die. What else can I kill here? There we go. Yeah, I'm using up a shit ton of CPU, but it shouldn't matter. You should be doing this all through the GPU. Thank you very much. Guess we'll kill Discord for now, because I'm sure that's taking up a metric buttload of resources as well. Alright. Decent enough, okay. So I need to get the gas. At the very least I can send out the 2 subs. Wreckage of the Headway. Yeah, that will unlock Upwell, which unlocks Rumela Trench Bottom, which unlocks the Sunken Vault, which will unlock the next area to go visit. So let's go do that. Ugh, this hurts so much that I have to kind of probably piecemeal where the freaking issue is, because it's never been this bad. And I'll send the Yamato slip in the same place. Again, I'm just trying to get them to find the place and come back. Luckily the next stop is only one thing to find, really. Why are there so many, like, active uptime? Let's see if this helps anything too. Let me run this in performance mode. Granted, I won't be able to see anything really, but hopefully it'll allow me to not lag so much. But considering the CPU is still pinged to hell and back, it doesn't seem like it's gonna do jack. All it helped with was the GPU. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Alright. We'll just have to deal with this for now, just because I don't want to have to stop for everything right now. Yeah, I'll just do it in the multi-stream. Probably the best idea for me right now is to open up Twitch on my phone just so I can see chat, because otherwise it is going to be a even larger shit show than it already is. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, so we might need to scrap on the stupid thing. The roulettes, because if I'm chugging just... I don't know why I'm chugging. That's what's throwing me off right now. Something must be running. It's not the virus scan tonight. It's something else. I've closed about as much as I'm comfortable with without too much worry of what I can do here. No, that's not using any... frustration, man. Alright, so, what story bit are we gonna do then? What are we gonna do, boys and girls? So we got Marauder Warrior. We already finished all the healers. Samurai, which I confirmed it is over there. In Kugane. Dancer, which I don't remember where that was, and Red Mage. Let's finish up the tanks and then we'll go to the DPS. So, with that in mind... let me open up the Warrior real quick. There we go. Since this performance mode didn't affect anything, I will ignore that and we will just turn it on. There we go. Display capture. But-oh. Alright. So, there's not that much that's huge changed about Warrior. In particular, Raw Intuition's getting upgraded into this Bloodwetting thing, which is basically the same thing as Nascent Flash, except that you can only do it on yourself. Because the Nascent Glint gives you the 10%. Let's see, restores HP while also reducing damage 10%, which you get from the Bloodwetting. Then restores HP with each weapon skill successfully delivered, though it gives you a cure potency. Okay, yeah, no, it's just renaming the thing. The Stem the Flow, you actually get that also attached here in Nascent Flash, so that's going to be the same. And then Stem the Tide, which creates a barrier. So basically, Nascent Flash is going to be used on everybody else. Bloodwetting is for yourself, but they're both the same thing. I don't understand why then are you wasting... I mean, like, I guess it makes it so that you're not wasting a button with Raw Intuition, but you're still wasting a button nonetheless, because why do I use Bloodwetting when I can use Nascent Flash on myself? Unless I'm forgetting something specific about Nascent Flash versus Nascent Glint. Oh. I guess the only thing would be the fact that you would get, I guess in technicality, the Nascent Flash effect, which restores HP with each weapon skill, and the Nascent Glint effect, which would... Actually, can you use Nascent Flash on yourself? We'll take a look at that in a second. Otherwise, yeah. Equilibrium's gonna get a hot as well, which is nice. What else? Everything else seems to be basically okay. Primal Rend is, you know, them basically stealing Bloodspiller from Dark Knight. Originy is basically an AoE version of Upheaval, which is nice. But also, both of Upheaval, Originy, and Onslaught, despite the fact that it's labeled under Beast Gauge, they don't require Beast Gauge to use. So, that's not going to be a thing. And then Overpower, Mythical Tempest, yeah, basically nothing else. Basically, now you can charge in without needing gauge, which is great. They still have the best gap closer of all the tanks, if only just because of the fact that they get 3 charges instead of just 2. Which means basically 2 free freaking 150 potency hits that you can throw whenever, and then save 1 for actual gap closing. Unless you're sure that you're not going to need it for the next 30 seconds, right? Because Inner Chaos, Inner Cyclone, or Chaotic Cyclone are the same. What does Primal Rend do in particular, though? That's the new one. Delivers a critical hit to target and all enemies nearby for 700 potency on the first and 70% less. Okay, that's huge. Because 700 doesn't feel like much, but I see that 650 for Inner Chaos. So it's already more than Inner Chaos. It can only be executed under... Okay, granted by Inner Release. So Inner Release gives you 3 stacks of Inner Release, so you get to use 3 different things. To use Beast Gauge. Yeah, because that's the other change. It's the same thing as what we had with specifically... not Intervention, but... oh my goodness, what's the Paladin one? But Delirium for Dark Knight as well, where it's just charges as opposed to a time frame. So you get 3. Extend Surge Tempest duration by... I guess Surge Tempest is the name of the Wait, what? What is Surge Tempest? Maybe we have to look at the traits in a second. Alright, let's check it. Surge Tempest, anything here? See, here's the raw intuition to Bloodwetting. See, Stem the Flow, that's the adding to the Nascent Flash. Oh, Thrill of Battle's getting upgraded, or got upgraded. Sorry, never mind, that's old. There's the Hot, there's the upgrade, there's third charge of Onslaught. Onslaught! So what is that other thing? I don't see it anywhere. Maybe we'll have to take a look at it later. It might not be technically there, and that would be a thing. Alright, so if I was a betting girl... I would say he was over... Where's Costa? There it is. That my place to go is over by Costa there. Because that's where Curious Gorge was last. Yep, there you are, buddy. What's up, my dude? Alright. Are you still after this girl, by the way? This is actually one of the funniest ones. It was only interesting in the fact that it was funny as hell. Oh, Kisara, how long has it been? I've been dedicating myself wholly to my training for some time now, day after day after day. But I fear that my progress has come to a halt as of late. You look well, a fair bit stronger than I remember even. What is your secret, my friend? How have you grown so much more powerful? I went toe-to-toe with this fellow called Dioskane. Wait. I can tell this is going to take a while. Since I've just finished my training, why don't we speak at length on dry land? What? Are you gonna be a wimp about it? You're afraid of your squishy shoes? So there are more worlds than just this, eh? That's a lot to take in. And this grandson, ye gods, to see the woman you love taken from you before your very eyes. No wonder he struggled so mightily to pick up the pieces of his life. After listening to your tale, I realize what it is I've been missing. The one thing I lack to spur me to greater heights. Don't go bother the girl again. God damn it, dude. There it is. 'Tis love. I sent several missives to Dorgono. But you see, she has yet to respond to even once. I've waited patiently, eagerly, but still no word has arrived. Yeah, because last I checked, she only likes strong people, and if you are plateauing, then of course, she's not going to give two shits about you. fear has crept into my heart. Has she forgotten me? Has she met another? I cannot rest until I know the reason for her delay. I must know. This is no time for trading. Come on, dude. Let the girl go. Nor can I afford to be patient. Granson's time with his beloved was cut short. Yes, it was. But he also lived on a world where literally everything was trying to kill you. And there was barely any safe zones from them. Who's to say that ours will not be as well? No one, but you're making an assumption that makes no sense. Or worse, if it already has. I'm fairly certain she's not dead, but you know. It is decided. Yeah, I didn't actually at first. Or at least before the thing. I'm not sure if I think I did go over Nin's changes, but I could go over them again because I had done the thing, the story before we doing this thing again. I will purchase passage on the ship for the Far East and return to Azim Steppe with all haste. I'm coming, Dorgono. Leave the girl alone. Oh, hi, Dorgono. Wait, what? Kisara, how fortunate you are here. I've been looking all over for Curious Gorge. The Mirage Guild told me he trained near here, but I did not know you did as well. About that. What do you mean he's going to the steppe to see me because I never answered his missives? Is this a joke? No matter how many he sent, I would have never responded. Point. See? Yeah, no, I already did the ending quest. I did. Of the 3 that I did before going through this process, it was Dark Knight, Ninja, and Scholar. We could do New Game Plus if you want to see it. But then again, you're already doing the ninja stuff. You can do it yourself when you're finished. Whatever reached us was probably fed to the... our people have no written tongue. Whatever reached us probably fed to the goats. Anyway, let us hope that someone informs him of our arrival before he gets on a ship. As for why I traveled all this way, it was at the behest of my father, who wished to thank you and Curious Gorge personally for fighting on our behalf. I am Lovesan of the Cradle. You are Kisara Zora, the Kagan. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know, it's been so long. If you're talking about ninja stuff. Who stood with my people against the Chagang. But that is not all. You also helped my youngest daughter gain control over the will of Karash. No words can express the depth of my gratitude to you. You promised not to speak of Karash, but I must. My heart broke when she was marked as taken and exiled. Never again would I see her, I feared. But then she returned, blood of my blood, master of Karash. My little girl, and it's all because of you. Nah, I feel you there. In thanks for your deeds, I wish to present to you 30 horses. No. Father, no, it is not the way of yours to give horses as thanks. And besides, she is a traveler. They would only be a burden. Oh, that's true. I apologize, Khan. Now then, I must also express my gratitude to the others. Warriors of the Maelstrom, were they? I believe I recall the way. If you have some time to spare, might you accompany us? Having traveled so long, solely in the company of my father, I'm finding him increasingly exhausting. Yeah, Dads will do that to you. To be more clear, parents will do that to you, but father is also a parental unit. Aight. Like I said, since the ninja one was one of the first ones I did, it's been so long, I'd have to New Game Plus that to figure it out again. Also, my frame rate's gonna get chopped a bit, by the way, just because of the fact that I've got, for some reason my CPU's being pinged and I'm not sure what it is that I can't stop. Because it keeps reopening and it seems to be a Windows process. Whee! Did any of you stop your Broken Mountain? Did you stop your brother, by the way? Gorge got good taste. If it were for him, I have in mind to give a polite and wholly appropriate compliment and be on my way. Yeah, dude. It is a pleasure to see you again, Kisara, as well as Dorgono. I am surprised to hear, to see her as doubtless you are, and in the company of her father besides. I must insist that you accept a small token of my appreciation. I do not doubt my daughter was quite the handful. No less than 50 goats, I should think. Should suffice for the imposition. Yeah. Good job. 50 goats would be a far greater imposition, father. It was really no bother, sir. A pleasure, honestly, and a regrettably short one at that. So much so that we were hoping that we might see her again. So you can imagine our surprise and our delight when you arrived. If not horses or goats, then wait. Are you not the leaders of these warriors? Yet you do not carry an axe. Why is this? That is because I cannot. Not since I was defeated by my own brother in battle. He had succumbed to his inner beast, your Karash, and struck a blow with such ferocity that I have never fully recovered. But it is well that he did, for I too was in the thrall of that beast at a time. Had he not given it his all, countless innocents may have died by my hand. It is not an unfamiliar story. Many Quirrell have suffered grievous injury which rendered them unable to fight. But I am a healer. What? I'm assuming he was going to use a different term, whether it was a term I would have known if I remember more of the warrior storyline, or if it's a... I don't know, reference to something else? Anyway. I can help you wield your axe once more. Is this in your power? I didn't think it was possible. It pains me to see a warrior who yet yearns to fight but cannot. Allow me to treat you as repayment for your kindness. That's actually a good repayment. That's good. Forget about these horses and goats. Good God. Full glad am I to accept. Thank you, sir. Thank you. This treatment requires quantity of shiver moss. While it is not native to your land, I believe a similar type grows here. Let us go and gather some. You lot, return for your training for now. I don't know about you, Kisara, but I'm bloody excited. No one's gonna worry about Curious Gorge right now, who apparently took off for freaking Doma? Oh yeah, but if you have the option to fight the way that you'd like to, i.e., you know, getting healed and you can fight the way you did before, that's great. I mean, like, what you're referencing, or maybe not referencing, but getting at is this the thing that we kind of learned through Alphinaud and Alice consistently. Because Alphinaud is better at the politics, fighting in the, you know, in more gentler ways, let's say. Whereas Alice is more of a upfront kind of gal. Oh, there you go. Do you have any siblings, Kagan? I'm the youngest of 18 myself. Holy shit, your dad got busy. And considering how Mikote go, did your dad get busy with a... Because I'm not... I forget how the... how they work out there. Is it similar to the Sun Mikote? Or is it one-on-one and youngest of 18 means good God, poor woman? The moss of which I spoke, I spied in this place not long ago. We will need a moderate amount for the ritual to heal Broken Mountain. You and Dorgono can both assist me in this. Look for mossy rocks and shatter them with a heavy swing, then gather up the shiver moss. Ah, I remember this game. The Marauders were always breaking rocks to hone their skills. This will be easy. Alright. Basically, I think what we're gonna get at here with the warrior bit is the equivalent of telling Alice that she has to do political stuff and can no longer fight with, you know, red magey flair. And not just like making her do it like being told to do it that way, but like she has no choice in the matter, period. And then, you know, Alphino comes back and for some reason he's able to heal her with Seiji powers to be able to actually do red magey stuff again. You think it'd be fair to Alice to leave that behind? You wield your axe with great skill, Kagan. May I have the shiver moss? I don't want it. You can take... What's it? Some moss is not meant to be gathered through gentle scraping, but with disproportionate display of force. Yeah, well... Why didn't I fell cleave the thing? Very good. Now, before my Marauder returns, there's one matter which I must discuss with you. She is a woman grown, and as her father, I must think of her future, of marriage. Considering that you're her father, thinking of her future of marriage, why is it that you're talking to me about that? Alas, she has shown no interest in any of the warriors of the Carol. At first I thought none suited her, but then I began to wonder, was her mind made up? Had she already chosen a suitor? Realizing this, I persuaded her to come with me to Eorzea, and now that we have met, I feel more than ever Dorgono has fallen in love with a warrior of another land. And I could not be happier for her. Good papa! Good papa! I like this. Good job. Instead of being like, no, she must marry one of the Quirrell. We have to keep, not like incestually type thing, but keep the bloodline pure type setup. I'm just happy that she's happy with somebody, but I'm fairly certain that you're overstating what she's feeling right now. Again, wait, if you're thinking of her future, usually when one says that, we're talking about like the future of the family and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So she's gonna have to... Have they solved that in Eorzea magically? Do we know whether or not... I don't have the Encyclopedia Eorzea at all, and I don't have the kind of photographic memory that would allow me to remember. But is there any precedent for a magical solution to having two women having a child? Huh. It would be interesting. And granted, maybe, to be fair, maybe he's just referencing her to be happy and being in a family, regardless of having children. It's irrelevant. I mean, she is the youngest of 18. I'm pretty sure he has enough grandchildren at this point. Yeah. So, either there's some magical influence that allows you to have children despite being of the same gender. B, he's just wanting his daughter's happiness regardless of, you know, getting grandchildren through that avenue. And then C, fourth wall breaky, they wrote it in the thought that, you know, with the thought that most warriors would probably be guys and didn't really think about the female-female union. Whoops. But I'm going to go with more it's A or B because they're pretty good at not making that mistake of not writing it generic enough for having just the to work for both male and female while working in the context of this world. My heart belongs to the sea. Why would I say that? Like, of all things, like, okay, that I would turn down this offer of marriage, fine, but the sea? What? Did I mention I'm eternally bonded to someone else? I actually am not. I actually haven't eternally bonded, period. So I don't know why that would have come up as a select. Honestly, I'm not all keen on the whole institution of marriage. So this bloke called Gorge. Don't mind if I do. This has got to be the most amount of choices I've seen. Nope. I take it back. Because I think that it's got to at least be equivalent. One of the last, it's storyline based, MSQ based. But depending on how many of the job or role quests you've done, you get to call in the role quest people to talk to, and you could talk to all of them. And then obviously if you've done all of them, then you can even call on the first Warrior of Darkness. So how did that pan out? I don't want to do it right this second just because... Honestly, I've met a lot of other women that I'd probably want more than her. I mean, she's not bad, but of course. I figured that something like that was gonna happen. So where should I go? I'm sure no matter what I do, she's going to run up and say, Dad! Stop trying to marry me off! I'm not eternally bonded to anybody, but by the same token, it still could be a setup like the whole, you know, did I mention I'm seeing somebody else? It doesn't have to be married in this case, just seeing someone else is usually an excuse. You did? Okay, I gotta take a look at this. I'm gonna look at it on the phone, if only just because my computer's chugging enough as it is. It doesn't need the extra load of opening up another web page. You know what? I don't know. The gold pants. Never mind. They were yellow, weren't they? Like, of course, this would make the... Someone needs to edit this with one of those DBZA edits. You know what? Let's do it. Honestly, I'm not that keen on the institution of marriage. I figured no matter what I chose, Deltarune, your choices don't matter. Same thing. No matter what I chose, same thing here. Hey, who are you you decide such things for me? I didn't say anything. I just said I didn't want to get married. I will not marry Kisara. I've already chosen a student. It's not her. Oh, I see. I was so certain that... So, who is the other? We will not discuss this any further. We have the moss. Now let us go prepare the ritual. No. It's got to be one of the GBZA ones for funsies. He doesn't deserve the bad man one on his back. Let's go with the light one, like the pull my hair stuff. We won't go with the others, the other more explicit stuff. Pray forgive me, Kagan. I spoke out of turn. Dorgono's right. We should attend to the ritual and restore Broken Mountain to the warrior he was. Whoa! I don't think I've ever seen him without the top. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Whatever, they're grabbing moss and stuff, so I guess they're going to be rubbing it on his body to hopefully return. I'm so sorry he spoke to you like that. It's a bad habit of his, meddling in the affairs that are not his concern. I know not what sort of ritual this is. Do you? The traditions of the Quarrel are a complete and utter mystery to me. I brewed an elixir using the moss. Drink it now. Very good. Your body is ready. Now you must receive the power of another great warrior. I can think of none more suitable than you, Kagan. We must awaken Karash within him once more. I bid you summon the strength of Father Azim and strike Broken Mountain without... what? All your might. Hold nothing back. Swing to kill. Anything less will be you will be crippled, worse, or die. What the fuck? I suppose so. Mr. Hey, Dorgono wants it. You ready, buddy? Let's do this. I hope I hit him with the blunt side of the axe. Seven hells. What is this feeling? I feel welling up from deep within. This fire, this passion, this rage. There we go. Is there a different Amaro mount? Because I already have the Amaro mount, but I haven't gotten any of the dragons. Well, except for the ruby one. The beast stirs again. Its power is mine. It fills me with strength. Yet I remain in control. Huzzah! The strength never left you, my friend. The injury was not one of flesh, but of the heart. busted. Hold on. All right. Yeah, okay, we're back. My mic was buzzing. I feel like I did. Well, let's take a look at it in a second. 1 second. The elixir only served to steal your flesh and dull the pain, so you could stand fast against the Kagan's axe. You will not need it again, for the field that held you as hostage has fled. I see. It was in my head the whole time. It's no secret that fear can cripple a man worse than any wound, but I never thought... Gods, what a fool I've been. Thank you so much for helping me recover my foolishness, Lufzan. You've made me a warrior again. Thank her, for a warrior of surpassing strength and power is indispensable for this ritual. No other could have served as well. Aye, there's nowhere greater warrior than Kisara. Relax, my dude. She already turned me down anyway, even if I was all about it. I gotta applaud a little bit, right? Because that was his first thought. Do you know how many people would not think of that first because of the fact that we're the same gender? How could you, Kisara? You and Dorogono, all this time. It all makes sense now. The letters, the silence, it was you. It was nothing of the sort, you asswipe! Curious Gorge, what is this nonsense you speak? What's gotten into you? Oh, here we go. Well, someone needs to smack some sense into him. I can do that. Oh, no, you don't, you stupid fool. Go for it, Dorgono! When did this job quest become freaking Hildebrand? Not quite Hildebrand. I'll take a look at that a little bit later just because I don't have the opportunity to do it now in the middle of my cutscenes. I'm so sorry, everyone. When I went to the docks to find a ship bound for the Far East, I ran into some marauders who told me Dorgona and her father had come. So overcome by joy, I began searching for them at once, but when I finally found you here, I saw how you looked on Kisara with such joy. All of my earlier fears came rushing back, and the beast within me seized control. It had better not happen again. You're lucky I held back. Next time I won't. Why did you hold back? Does she care about him a lot more than she's letting on? Is she that tsundere? I thought she really didn't care, and that was the whole point. But she held back. That kind of tips me off a little bit. And brother, is it true you have fully recovered? You are a warrior reborn? Congratulations, it's like a dream come true. Indeed, brother, indeed. At first... Oh, wait, I have to say this. Now that they're saying and brother. Indeed, brother, indeed. Gotta say it like the brother. Anyway, at first I struggled to believe it. But it is as Love-san says, I must go and join the training sessions at once. And do not fear, the beast will not claim me again. Run! I cannot thank you enough, Love-san. It's been much longer than I can remember since my brother smiled so. You've given us such a gift. It is the least I can do after all you have done for my daughter. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness and hospitality. Our time is short, however, and we must be on our way. Having said that, Gorgono, I am reminded that you are still young and want for experience. You are not yet a warrior fit to wed, so I bid you continue to strengthen your body and mind here, in this land. It suits you, I think. Best dad! Holy moly! I think he caught on to what I caught on to too. Did you hear that? I can stay! We can even train together! I can show you all the techniques we Krill use to hone our skills! Nope, I read this. I've read it. It's clean and clear. Absolutely clear. She does like Gorge. It's just a matter of she wants him to be stronger before she'll admit it. And that's fair. Aye, but first I must teach you my methods. You must come with me to Hidden Falls right this instant. You too, Kisara. I have a few final words I wish to say to you there. You guys are not going the right way! For the sake of trying to get to continuing. All right. While we're flying this stuff. Oh, I'm on the other side. Oh well. Not like I can't fly over the middle. Alright, where am I? I'm looking for the thing. Yeah, see right there. Amaro. But I do need Titania's mount. I need everything besides Ruby weapons mount, basically. You're an inspiration, Kisara, an ideal I'll surpass one day yet. I trust you understand what all this means, my friend. Now that my brother has taken up the axe again, the competition for title of Eorzea's greatest warrior will be that much more intense. Don't forget that I'm in the running too, you know. So keep at it, warrior. For one day, for the time will come when we will challenge you again. Yeah. What? Oh, Pope. Final lumen can be gotten elsewhere. I can get more adamantite if we really need it. Cedar. That should be enough, I think. I am the warrior. Yeah, no, I have it. I don't know what the thing is otherwise. So now we have the warrior one. What's next story-wise? We have all the tanks, all the healers. So samurai, dancer, and red mage. Is the dancer? Well, let's check if the dancer's in Limsa. I'm not sure if it's in Limsa or not. If it's in Limsa, then it's, you know, a short jaunt, basically. Dancer. Kochi Kochi. Yep. So, since that's the case, let's open up Dancer, shall we? There it is. Give me a second. I'm going to stop in front of the dancing trainer here. Nashimeda. Alrighty. So, I think not much has changed. There's obviously this fourth fan dance. There's probably an effective fourfold fan dance that you get somewhere. Maybe from stacking feathers a little higher. It makes sense. You get 200 to 300, so that's a nice little boosties. You get this improvised finish from improvisation. Basically, while you're dancing, you gain stacks and you get a shield that goes up. I mean, it was already kind of a shield that was there, but now it's a little bit more obvious. What else was new? Not much. Yeah, Tiana is something that's a little bit new. Basically, it's an AoE attack that grants standard finish and its spirit to yourself, plus gives... basically, it's an attack that gives you standard finish, so I guess you could apply that. And then there's something else. Yeah, here it is, Starfall Dance. That's the one that was like straight line in front from Flourishing Starfall. There was something here that basically... Flourishing Finish. It'll be interesting to see, because I know that one of these things basically allowed for another one to trigger, and I'm not recalling what it was in particular. Flourishing Starfall comes from Devilment. Okay, there's that. And here's the enhanced spirit. Basically, you get a gain of 10 when you hit any of them. Of the second one. That is the second one, right? Reverse Cascade, Fountain Fall, Rising Windmill, Blood Shower. Yeah. Any of the second steps, the ones that trigger from RNGesus. See, grants Flourishing Finish after Technical Finish, which triggers the cooldown of weapon skills, step actions, and finish actions upon execution. Cannot be executed during the cooldown of weapon skills. Okay, never mind. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. Alright. Well, if it isn't Kisara, what a delightful surprise. And just look at the posture and poise. I can see you've not neglected your training one bit since we last parted. As for us, the troop Falciam continues our tour to Torre Eorzea, bringing hope to the dejected and downtrodden. Whenever and wherever the Tutitans threatened to rear its ugly head, we were there to cast out the shadows. With the tales of our performance spreading across the realm, we have no small number of aspiring dancers knocking at our door. Training them is consuming nearly all my waking hours. But recently, Rana stepped in to help shoulder the burden. Truly, I'd be lost without her. And what of you, Kisara? Have you had any noteworthy performances since we last met? I journeyed in search of a legendary hero. And I thought our voyage to the distant shores was a long one. I see you've had quite an adventure yourself, though I confess the full import of your tale is quite beyond my comprehension. Still, this bounty hunter you befriended put you in quite the predicament, didn't he? It reminds me of another troublemaker I used to know. Me? A troublemaker? I may have been immature, but I only had my friend's best interests at heart. Isn't that right, Kisara? Besides, it sounds even like this bounty hunter came around in the end. Indeed. There is certain something about you, Kisara. Something that brings about the best in those whose life you touch. And Rana here is a prime example. The hot-headed girl I once knew has come into her own as a dancer, and a woman and a leader of her peers. Perhaps it is finally time that, yes, I'm sure of it. Kisara, Rana, there is a dilemma I've been wanting that has been weighing heavily on me as of late, but I do believe I found an answer. Pray, accompany me out to out of the city to Lenosha. I will discuss matters further with you further away from the crowds. Middle Lenosha, huh? Yeah, it's probably the closest Aetherite to hit up. Did we open up again, by the way? Because I've been seeing a lot more sprouts. I think I went the wrong way. Oh no, I didn't. Sweet. Where am I going? There you are. Man, we did go, like, out the hell out here. Over and over, Mistress Nashmira promised me no more secrets, but I suppose she can't help herself sometimes. Kisara, Rana, forgive me for not sharing the news with you two sooner. As fortune would have it, Troupe Falsiam has been invited to perform at the Muchikoza in Kugane. Our patrons are willing to pay a premium for our services. The Muchikoza? You mean I could dance on the same stage that has hosted some of the most renowned artistes in all of the Far East? Someone pinch me! When do we leave? As soon as we are able. And therein lies my dilemma. The threat of the Totentans still looms over Eorzea, and I have a duty to train the next generations of dancers. Nice. To carry on the Troupe Falsiam's mission. I could not very well abandon these shores for a while work yet remains undone, and so I turn to you. Ran amigo, you have blossomed into a fine dancer and a capable leader. I would have you assume my role as principal and oversee the Troupe Falsiam's tour of Fugane. Why do I have to be here for this announcement, by the way? Mistress Nashmira, what are you saying? It is the only practical solution. You would travel to Kugane and share our art with our friends in the Far East, and I could remain here to train our new recruits and deliver the people of Eorzea from the throes of the Totentans. But I'm not ready for this. There's still so much I must learn. You told me as much just moons ago. And I have seen you come far since then. No one is a born leader, and doubtless it will be a struggle at first. But you are every bit as prepared for this role as the day I inherited it. I would not make this offer if I did not believe it with all my heart, and yet I cannot and will not force the position upon you. But at the very least, pray think on it upon it for a while. Me, leader and principal of Troop Falcian? I do believe Mistress Nashmira's lost her wits. Why, I remember the days where I would trip over my own 2 feet every time I took the stage, and yet she seems intent on remaining here in Eorzea. If I refuse, the curtains will fall on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to showcase our art in the Far East's biggest stage. And yet, were I to go and fail spectacularly, I swear my mind is going in circles. Whatever should I do, Kisara? It's not like me to brood and fret like this. Then stop brooding. I suppose you're right. I've always been the type to act before I think. If thinking about my problems is getting me nowhere, perhaps I should just start moving and see where the moment takes me. Yee? Dance with me, Kisara. Show me through your emotions, all you have learned in your travels. Help me to clear the shadows of doubt from my mind. Ah, yep. It's because I forgot to turn off the display capture. Ta-da! A stunning view, no sign of onlookers from Malms. Yes, this place should serve nicely for our private performance. We dance today not for admiring crowds. Our only audience is each other. So face me, Kisara. I would look upon your movements in all their glory, and let you inspire me to greater heights. It was nighttime though, why is it dawn? Vamos a la flamenco. You know what? After hearing this here for like all the dancer stuff, I can't imagine, like, I feel like I would have been disappointed if they didn't put this in here. Oh, God. I haven't played that much of Final Fantasy IX, but I've replayed that beginning so many times that Vamos a la Flamenco got stuck in my head so much. I don't think I've ever gotten past this 2, to be fair. Oh, thank you, Kisara. That was simply exhilarating. So we went from night to dawn, back to night again. How long have we been out here? Holy crap. From the first step, I couldn't take my eyes off you, yet you continued dancing, so good on you. You didn't get distracted. Before I knew it, I'd forgotten myself, and my worries carried off by the wind. You were watching me, yes? What did you think? Have I truly come as far as Mistress Nashmira says? You will go further. So you're saying there's still room for improvement, eh? Well, consider that challenge accepted. I'll train harder than ever, and next time we meet, you'll see what I'm truly capable of. In any event, I know more than ever, dancing is my life, my calling. I must continue to perfect my craft, and I must inspire and bring hope to others, just as Mistress Nashmira and you have inspired me. Yes, It's clear to me now. I may not be the leader she was, but I will be the leader I know I can be. Thank you for everything, Kisara. I must return to Limsa to relay the news to Mistress Nashmira. You'll join me there, won't you? I don't know. I got other things to do. Might be a little busy. Oh, fine. Twist my arm, why don't you? This one was nice and quick. I'm gonna get some frame rate drops just because of how busy Limsa is. Like freaking always. Oh, we don't have to even go all the way out there. Breathe, Rana. Breathe. Rana here comes dashing into town half out of breath. I can only assume what this means. The girl has found her answer, has she not? You bet I have. I may not be ready to fill your toe shoes completely, but damned if I'm not going to try. Leave the tour of Kugane to me. I am proud of you, Rana. Now, go tell the others that you must begin preparations at once. I'll be along with Kisara shortly. While I'm beyond pleased with the results, I must admit I did not expect the girl to reach a decision so quickly. Whatever did you do to bring about her change of heart? You know what? She's been very secretive to us. Let's be secretive back. That I cannot say. That's between you and Rana, you say. Well, with all the secrets I've kept from you, I suppose I'm not one to talk. And yet, as silly as it sounds, I can't help but envy the friendship you two share. In any event, Rana owes much to you, my friend, as do I. Troop Falsiam is stronger than for you having joined us. Come now, let us return to the others. Run! Bing, boom, bing, boom. What do we got? Nashmira! Look at all the surprised faces. Not that I can blame them, of course. I cannot say I was prepared for this. Yet, if this is how Mistress Nashmira would have it, it is far from my place to oppose. Besides, nothing in this world can last forever. With the end of one era comes the beginning of the next, and all of us here welcome Mistress Rana's reign. We will do all in our power to see that Troop Falsiam continues to flourish under her stewardship. Kuilud, my friends, you're too kind. Let us not forget that we're all in this together. If we move forward as one, there's no limit to the heights we may reach. And with that, we must prepare to set sail without delay. In Kugane, too, there are those whose spirits sag, and we must bring them hope as only Troop Falsiam can. I, too, should be getting on. The Totentans threatens to return in hidden corners of the realm, and I must train the next generation of dancers to continue our fight. And you have your own adventures to return to, don't you, Kisara? But don't be sad. Mistress Nashmira, you, and I, even if we go our separate ways, will always be united by our passion for dance. Our paths will cross again, I'm certain, and on that day, you will simply be astonished by the dancer I've become. Mark my words. And so to you, my rival, my friend, I say not farewell, but rather, keep dancing. until we might once again take the same stage. I hope you dance. No friends of mine. Yep, they're all gone. All my friends are gone. Okay, let's do Red Mage, because that should be at least in short distance. Fingers crossed that it's actually here. Oh, Red Mage changes, which is basically nothing. I think the last couple ones, there's basically like no changes almost. Alright. Basically no changes. One of the big changes is obviously Verflare and Volholy are actually AoE spells. What else we got? Scorch is also an AoE spell, and then Resolution will be an AoE spell. It's a combo action off of Scorch. We get a for Thunder and Arrow 3 to replace the previous ones. Actually, is Displacement and Engagement on the same... Oh, they get charges too also, by the way. The Core, Displacement, Engagement have charges, which is nice. Magic Barrier, that's a new one. Reduces magic damage when... Okay, so basically it's another defensive maneuver, Magic Barrier. That's not bad. Magnification... Embolden now also increases damage dealt by nearby party members, not just the physical one, so that's nice. And then Magnification allows you to start off, I think. Wait, 6 stacks of Magnification? Increase magic damage dealt by 5%, so Magnification even increases damage. That's nice. Did that do that before? We'll find out in a moment. I just want to make sure there's nothing else here that we're missing. Yeah, for Thunder to for Thunder 3. For Arrow to for Arrow. See, this one makes more sense. For Thunder to for Thunder 3. Well, what happened to for Thunder 2? It's an AoE skill. You've already got it. Versus Holy to Holy 3. Where did Holy 2 go? For Thunder 2... increase potency, for Arrow 2 to increase potency, for Fire, for Stone to increase potency. Obviously they're not doing anything for Thunder or for Arrow because it increases the... Wait, what? Oh, they changed up how this works. Hold on. Upon gaining 3 mana stacks... Oh, okay, so it's kind of different, but not. Yeah, you get a mana stack from doing the enchanted combo. So it's the same thing, except that you get a mana stack. So it's basically probably just a back-end change to make it a little bit easier to adjust in the future for other things. You can get 2 charges of acceleration, which is nice. And then Magnification stacks, you can get 6 of them. Nice. Let me just see some things real quick of the current... While we walk over there. Magnification. Yeah, you don't get stacks. That stack of Magnification stuff is not the same. But I think that's like the changes they made to the tanks. And I did the thing again. Hold on. Oop. So that you don't have to worry about doing it on timer with ping and all that other jazz. It's stacks of Magnification. Yeah, Embolden. Yeah, see, physical damage of your party members while your own magic damage. So that changed. And then let me just... I have to go in here to see the enchanted stuff. Yeah, it doesn't give you stacks. So basically a little bit of back-end change. Like that's probably the most major thing for Red Mage right now, besides the AoE versions of Verholy and Verflare. Let's see, was I right? I was wrong, because that's not doing anything over there. Hold on. Okay, the scenario guide is usually up. Okay. That means... Where's the scenario guide stuff? HUD. There we go. Ah. It used to be that while I had that, I could see my next job quest, but I guess since the job quest isn't important, it doesn't count. So where do I go from here? Where did we leave off? I don't remember at all. So I guess I'll venture to open this up in the okay, here we are. Succession of Steel. Doku. More donuts. More donut. More donut. More donut. 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 Pew! Alright. There's a bunch of things here. Okay, Arya. Is that you, Show? Well, that was you at one point anyway. Kisara, I was just about to go looking for you. I've had a measure from Zurun Tia, and he's asking me to pass on a message. Arya, I hope this missive finds you well. Should you come across Kisara in Revenant's Toll, pray send her to me in the Alamigan Quarter. I have need of her help. What could be happening in Alamigo, I wonder? Well, I suppose there's one way to find out. Let's go. To Alamigo, I guess. Alright. Here we are. Zuruntia. You're looking fancy as always. Ah, wonderful to see my two erstwhile students, and not a moment too soon. Are you ignoring Alice? I mean, like, granted, she's not here, but come on. We're glad to see you too, Zurun, though I gather the situation is not a happy one? You gather correctly. You recall the brotherhood I was once a part of. the Crimson Duelist. It seems the keepsakes left behind by my deceased colleagues have run afoul of some enterprising grave robbers. When the duelists met their end at some 2 decades past, I was too deeply engaged with my own battles to give them the burial they deserved. And so I did what many before have done. I collected the blades of the dead and interred them within the tomb of the errant sword. With Alamigo much settled since the initial reclamation of the city, I judged it time to pay our respects to my fallen comrades. That is when I discovered the tomb in disarray, and one of the duelist swords missing. Only one? It would seem such petty acts of larceny have become common as of late, and although the resistance speaks of taking steps, the army has its hand full overseeing the restoration efforts. But it's said that unrest and dissident have largely disappeared under General Alden's command. Why the sudden rash of lawbreaking? Now that the Imperials have been beaten back, those who once suckled from the Empire's teat are forced to look elsewhere for the wealth to which they are accustomed. For some, this means taking up a life of banditry. And for the lowest among them, it means ransacking the resting place of their countrymen, a crime I do not intend to leave unpunished. As things stand, however, I have yet to deliver the said judgment. This particular gang is uncommonly swift of foot, and I must temper my attacks lest I slay them ere learning their location of their stashed loot. Thus I turn to you for assistance. Capturing these thieves alive will be far easier with an extra pair of hands. If it's extra hands you need, then count me in. Without red magics at your beck and call? Nay, it's too dangerous for one still relearning her art. I've been practicing against the creatures of Mordona since we parted ways. My magics may not be what they once were, but I can cast the initiate spells well enough, I promise. The monsters in Mordona are not to be trifled with. That was a risky path to take at this stage of your training. I took risks, yes, but not foolhardy ones. If I don't push myself to my limits, then I'll never catch up to you or Kisara. I'll wager you'll not take no for an answer. Very well. But you do not leave my side, understand? Yes, thank you, Zurun. You won't forget this. The 3 of us, then. Bloodhow is where these grave robbers ply their unsavory trade, and the edge of the graveyard is where we shall meet. And away we go! You know, I'm curious if those flags over there change when Alamigo basically gets reclaimed. I don't recall if they had Garlean flags flying there at the point in time earlier. I have a feeling if he's talking about the edge of the graveyard. Last time I was over here, we were upending Xenos' grave to find the body missing, which was, you know, not necessarily a cool thing. Right. I'm eager to tell Jurun how far my training has come, but more than that, I'm just happy to be at a place where I can assist him again. I'd like to simply snatch up these grave robbers, but they've proven to be an infuriatingly slippery foe. A foe who now knows my face, which is why you, Kisara, must play the role of deceiver. Search the graveyard until you find the thieves in question, then convince them it is in their best interest to slink over here to the east. Once the scoundrels are too close to escape, Arya and I will spring our trap. Let's see. Asoko. You would think that I could catch them right here and then they couldn't get away because I have like a freaking Magitech armor with Garlean symbols. Hey guys, let me just F you up right now. But no. You looking for trouble, mate? How big of a fool you'd have to be just to wander up to a gang like this? You should head eastward. I saw a patrol sweeping the grounds to the west. Soldiers, is it? Then we best be moving on. Thanks for the warning, friend. Oh, said something else. Oh, and not that we doubt your word or anything, but you best come with us. Call it a show of good faith among thieves. We're waiting up just ahead. You say that like I can't fly over you, but you wanna know what? I'll be nice. I'll walk. Don't you worry, our two mates went up ahead to the east just like you suggested. And us? Well, someone's gotta eliminate the competition. Hey, you guys suck. Alrighty, next up. Yeah, that's... Oh, they got caught. Good. Phew. For a second I was like, by the way, I got kind of waylaid by others. Nicely done, Kisara. We caught these two completely off guard. And I must say, Arya, you exceeded my expectations. You made an impressive progress in such a short length of time. Yes! I knew those lessons for the Mages Guild were worth it, even if it was painful to begin at the beginning again. Oh, I see you've been cracking open as many books as you have monster skulls. Your dedication to the fundamentals has certainly paid off. Now, I counted 4 brigands last time I was here. Knowing what I do of such villains, I assume the other 2 sought to waylay you. Yet here you stand, with scarce a hair out of place. Of course, you can't look any less fabulous when you're a red mage. It's just, it must never be done. You always look your best. All jesting aside, I suspect your skills have surpassed my own. What trials must you have endured to forge such strength? I fought under the star to save the world from oblivion. Oblivion. Another star? Even your adventures play out on a stage beyond my wildest imaginings. And this talk of Sin Eaters? What's it? It sounds to me as if your battles took place on the edge of suffering itself, where the heart and steel of even the mightiest red mage would be tested. But whilst it is endlessly gratifying to hear the exploits of one's former student, I suppose we should return to the matter at hand. Once we have subdued these ruffians here, a few threats gleaned us into the location of their ill-gotten gains, all buried in a box in the royal hunting grounds, or so they claim. I believe another division of labor is in order. Arya, pray hand our captives over to the resistance. Then wait for us at the tomb of the errant sword. Kisar, you and I have some digging to do. Do I look like a miner right now? Go ahead with Zrun. I have things under control here. When it comes to Magecraft, though, I feel like for every 3 steps I take, you've already taken another 10 or 20. Oof. And let's not actually go through the maze of hallways that's in there. That would be an absolute nightmare pain. Especially when, you know, it's so close to the other end of the place. And after this we have Samurai, and we are... Whoop, I turned too early. And we are done. And today we'll probably just do some roulette stuffs. For funsies. And then tomorrow we'll get back to Yang since I'm all finished with this. There we are. There he is. Do you feel that? The ground. It's soft. Certainly not as packed down as elsewhere. I think we found their cache. Phew. Glad I am to have found this before they hauled it off to the black market. I cracked the lid to check the contents, and the box is indeed filled with stolen goods, including one rather familiar sword. Come, we should return these articles to the tomb. With any luck, Arya will have arrived already. Please don't make me fly there. Can we just teleport? Ah, you're making me fly! And it's all the way back the other way! Fine. I'm gonna go through here. Because I can. The music changed. I didn't realize. What the? What's this? Magics we once saw the spirits here be calmed, but are all but faded. Malevolent waves walk the grounds and no longer belong in this realm. I have endeavored to strengthen the bonds, but my efforts were in vain. The specters have become aware of my presence and now search for me. Howling through the chambers, I shall hide behind these monuments until their interest wanes. I wasn't aware that there was like a paper trail here too. Yeah, I see another one there too, but we'll leave that alone for now. Oh. There we are. That was strangely unnerving. Thank goodness you found the sword. I feared it had been sold. Right. Let us return these relics to their rightful places. That should be the last of them. But what of your comrade's blade? Ah, well. Would you indulge me in a moment of nostalgia? The man who wielded this sword suffered from shallow reserves of ether, and so he commissioned a weapon capable of channeling his energies in the most efficient manner. As you might imagine, the custom blade thus forged cost him a small fortune in coin. We would taunt him and empty his purse without mercy, of course, challenging him to become a mage worthy of such priceless steel. His reply to our jeering comments would always stay with me. Even should I fail to do this steel justice, it will remain long after I have perished. A kindred soul shall take up the sword, and then you will see my coin was wisely spent. His hopes for such a legacy died with the Crimson Duelist. I entombed the blade, believing that no new mage would rise to claim it. But I was wrong. You two stand here as living proof that our efforts to revive the red magic were not in vain. 'Twas when I discovered the sword missing that I was put in mind again of my comrade's words. And I wonder if he did not orchestrate this affair from beyond the grave, if only just to remind me of his will. Kisara, you appear to have a distinctive taste in weapons. This blade, I think, should belong to Arya. Yeah, it's too plain for me. I need it to be fancy. But I'm not even your student right now. Don't think I deserve to have it. I made a promise to you, did I not? That once you learned to harness your aether, I would take you under my tutelage once more? The way I see it, you have more than upheld your end of the bargain. Accept the sword, Arya. Be my apprentice and help me usher in the new future for the Red. You should take the sword. I will. If you would offer to accept me as your student once more, then let this be my answer. It is done. Let us present here this day, let us present this day swear a new oath to fight for the common good with pure heart and unbending steel. It's funny that I didn't raise my sword like the others two did. Look, I've already hung it on my belt. The sword's heavier than my old one, but I mean to practice enough that having it there feels more comfort than a burden. Yeah, you do. I'd like to point out that you don't have a focus. Are you gonna need to get one of those? And so concludes our business here. But as much as I should like to accompany you back to Mordona, I fear my own pilgrimage must continue. This war with the Imperials has Alamigo teetering on the brink of uncertainty once more, and I must assume that the situation is most taxing for you and your fellow scions. Thus, for the time being, I shall keep my blade loose in its sheath. I may be but one man, but I know that I shall remain vigilant against the Empire's machinations as I chart my course across the lands of Eorzea. I am sorry I cannot yet devote myself to your lessons, Arya. The demands of the road are such that I cannot take you with me and still hope to move as swiftly. Your oath takes precedence, of course. I'm ecstatic just to know that you'll be my mentor once again. Please, stay safe on your travels. I appreciate your understanding. And I will stop by to aid in your progress at Remnant's Toll whenever circumstances permit. I take my leave then. Fare you well, Kisara. When next we meet, I expect your scarlet hues shall be ever the more vivid. Shall we make our way back to Mordona then? I mean, if we gotta. If we gotta. I've been so consumed with restoring my magics, but now I have a new goal. Learning to wield my new swords with perfect execution. With Zarune's instructions, I mean to become a red mage worthy of his comrade's weapon. And I wouldn't say no to any help from you either, Kisara. Red on arrival! Now, on to Samurai. Off to Kugane. Off to Kugane. All right, that's Hildebrand. I didn't do the Stormblood Hildebrand. There we go. The Legend of Musosai. What are these other ones that I missed? I thought I got them all. I'll have to deal with that later. Because right now, we must chat about the samurai changes. Which I don't think are all that different either. So I think the AoE, yeah. Grant the AoE, we have a third AoE one to grant Setsu. So we have that. And I think these things are supposed to, yeah, grants Fuka. So we don't have to do single target to get the buffs that we need out of Fugetsu and Fuga. Or Fuka, sorry. Then we have nothing new over here per se. Third Eye now doesn't, we lost one skill because Third Eye just increases Kenki, which actually makes more sense for me. That's better that way. Same thing here. We get 2 stacks of Iai Jutsu, I believe. Not Iai Jutsu, but Tsubamegaishi. So we're able to hit that twice, which is nice. So Shoha and Shoha 2, those are new. Yeah. Well, no, Shoha isn't. It looks like, but Shoha 2 is the AoE version of Shoha. Then Ogi Namikiri delivers an attack cone 800, 35 less, gives you a stack of meditation. It can only be done under Ogi Namikiri ready. So what? That's Ogi Namikiri ready? Kaeshi. Wait, Kaeshi Namikiri. Oh, probably Ogi Namikiri, and then you can do Tsubame Gaishi to get Kaeshi Namikiri. But then what grants Ogi Namikiri ready? Ah, here we go. Iki Toshin. Yeah, so Iki Shoten. So Iki Shoten then gives you Shoha. I should probably just look at my bar. Considering... No, actually, it wouldn't matter. Oh, actually, Ogi Namikiri goes to Kaishi Namikiri without having to use Sabami Gaishi. I just see that here. Action changes to Kaishi Namikiri after execution. Interesting. Oh, actually, let me check the positionals here again, see how that worked out. Yeah, that looks like they got rid of the second stage positionals. Only the last hit is a positional now. Gecko and Kasha. Alright, and then the traits. Oh, you get 2 charges of Meikyo Shisui as well. Nice. 2 charges of Tsubame Gaishi, and that's about it. They don't get that much. Alrighty, nice to know. Makoto! Kisara, how good of you to pay me a visit, and now of all times. You see, I'm about to depart Eorzea to visit Master Musosai's grave, and to tell him of our victory over Ugetsu. That you should come to visit me at this juncture is most fortuitous. Would you do me the honor of accompanying me on this journey? Thank you, my friend. Unless you wonder, I've not forgotten about Momozigo. I would call upon him as well. Upon arriving, let us first go to the quicksand. So I come all the way out here, just to go all the way back to freaking Eorzea, when she could just call me on a link shell, which she probably doesn't have, but I'm just poking fun at this point, because holy moly, guacamole. Alright, to the Adventurers Guild. I'm still looking forward so much to Endwalker. I'm wondering if I reserved enough days off for being able to pull it off, considering how long it's almost shaping up to be. I'm afraid Momozigo isn't here. According to the folk here, he is in the midst of preparing another spectacle. Though I'm curious as to what he has in store, we shouldn't keep Master Musosai waiting. Let's go to his grave first. The place was at the Silver Bazaar, if I recall correctly. Come, let us be on our way. Gotta go all the way out to Western Thanalan. The land. So for now, I will have a total of what, 3 days, 5 days if we count the weekend, off to be able to stream and do Endwalker stuffs. Obviously, I'll be doing it again in the afternoon moving forward, but at least just for like the full-time shenaniganery. That is what we will do. Man, look at all this. So many memories from coming through here so many times. There you are, Makoto. This town is much livelier than I recall, and there are folk attired as samurai besides. Curious. But come, Master Musosai waits. Wait, there are? There are. Master Musosai is great and all, but I'm rather partial to his pupil. I'd love to meet her one day. Hello? Hi? It's me. Our work here is done. One fewer evil acts affect the realm. We did it, Master Musosai. With Kisara standing with us, we defeated Ugetsu and put an end to his madness. And your teachings, your legacy, they live on in this Segumi, so please rest easy. 'Tis done. Thank you for accompanying me. I won't stand for this mummery! That sounds like trouble. Let's go see what is afoot. Dressing like a samurai don't make you one, you bastard to sully Master Musosai's memory. Says the guy wearing a cowboy hat, by the way. Balls, balls! It's you! Ah! The man knows you and Master Musosai both. I would find out who he is. Yeah. Hi. From a distance, that Lalafell looks like a Moogle. I was just like, what's another Moogle doing here? Because we already had the delivery Moogle up there, and then... Yeah, well... No, I rarely ever come down here. If ever. We have him, Kisara. Maybe, if he knows how to swim, then maybe not, because he's going to be taken off, but... Forgive me, I've learned my lesson. Since you trapped me on the ship, I've mended my ways. Oh, that's right, this guy. Yeah, Aussie Green. Hi, I'm Ostergrin, bodyguard to a serial killer who thought he could take you on, but I've stopped selling my sword to crooks. I lead an honest life now, selling toad oil. Seems to me the evil in this man has been excised. You have not to fear from Kisara. Please be at ease, and tell us the cause of your earlier outburst. You see, after I saw what a true samurai could do, I knew I wanted to become one too. So I sought Master Musosai out, hoping he'd take me on as a pupil, only to learn that he'd already passed away. Since then, I've been visiting his grave every day in order to get inspiration. Recently, though, someone's been telling the tale of Master Musosai's quest to right wrongs at the quicksand. On account of that, people started dressing up like samurai and flocking to his grave like it's some goddamn spectacle. They're false, the whole lot of them, falser than I ever was. I had the honor of knowing Master Musosai, and the Master Musosai I knew would be glad if his tale inspired others to follow in his footsteps. And though he was a solitary man, he did not spurn the company of others. I don't believe he would mind the crowds. Really? Well, I suppose you know better than me. But of course! Might be as Master Musosai is gone, but you were his pupil. I beg you, teach me how to be a true samurai like you. Yeah, this one I might want to choose the silence, because I'm like, about that. Kisara has much demands on her time and is not in a position to take on pupils. But if you are determined to learn, I invite you to come to Kugane. I can introduce you to schools of swordsmanship. You mean I could train in the Far East, where it all began? I'd love nothing more. It'd be a dream come true. Very well. A long journey is better with company. Let us return to Kugane together. Though I wonder, this someone who has been telling the tale of Master Musosai's quest, it seems to me it could only be one person. It would be a shame to have come all this way and not see our friend. Let us try visiting the quicksand again. Back to Ul'dah. To Adventurers Guild. That's what I meant to say. Oof. I've been so overworked. Nope. Right. Up here is good enough. It changed me to say I don't actually know much about Master Musosai. I'd be interested in hearing this tale myself. As I suspected, Momozigo is indeed our storyteller. And as luck would have it, he's about to begin another session. Huh. It's so funny that he needs so many stools. You know, he's a Lalafell. Oh! He's doing this like a traditional Japanese... Oh, this is nice. Gather ye round, one and all, and listen to my tale. A tale that began with an unlikely meeting between a young adventurer and an elderly samurai hailing from the Far East. Known as Musosai, the samurai took on challengers upon the blood sands. Many answered his call, but none had an answer to his transcendent swordsmanship. For a time, it seemed that he would go undefeated. But then there came one unassuming adventurer, wielding the katana, a foreign weapon she had theretofore never held. She fought with heart and skill to claim victory. All these quests have been real nice to do and remember some of this old stuff to play. After journeying the realm over, vanquishing evil together, never could the adventurer have imagined that for her final test, she must vanquish Musosai himself. Left with no recourse, she drew her katana and faced her friend and master. A grueling battle unfolded, with neither side yielding a single ilm. The adventurer brought her all to bear, but she was matched at every turn by Musosai, who unleashed technique after deadly technique, betraying no signs of the illness that ravaged his body. But at the end of a contest of equals, it was the younger samurai who dealt the final blow to emerge the victor. Her master had trained her well. As he lay battered and bloodied on the snow, Musosai demanded that his pupil finish it. Shutting her eyes tight, the adventurer raised her katana. Whoosh! The blade traced a vicious arc. I like that animation of, oh, even this, wow. Oh, that's nice. And cleaved empty air. The adventurer had excised the evil in Musosai, as Musosai himself had done for those who could yet be redeemed. And so it was that the elderly samurai found peace in his final moment. It is said that his soul now rests atop the cliff by the Silver Bazaar, where he gazes out at the setting sun. And somewhere out there, the young adventurer continues her noble master's legacy, fighting for justice and vanquishing evil wheresoever it should exist. So ends my tale, The Legend of Musosai. Thank you all for your kind attention. I'm very glad it wasn't a manzai. I thought it was going to go that direction. The 50 to 60 quests were really good. I don't remember much about the 60 to 70 quests, but the 50 to 60 were really good. It was really nice to see. You know, it's hard to do this with you lot in the audience, but it's good to see you all, even Mr. Fake Samurai. But doubtless you're wondering how I fell into my new calling. Well, during my trip to Kugane, I had the chance to hear a storyteller at the Muchikosa that we just freaking heard about over in the freaking Dancer's Quest. That is basically, you know, one of the best places. It might as well be the Budokan for freaking, I guess, art in general. I knew right away this is what I wanted to do. What my gift of gab was meant for. That was a masterful and heartfelt retelling. I pray that you will continue to share the tale of Master Musosai with all the world. You can depend on it. Though, of course, if I'm to be a storyteller worth my salt, I'll need some variety in my repertoire. Kisara, you're still out there doing your adventuring, aren't you? Don't you have any new tales that could make for a good yarn? Actually, yeah, same thing. Hunt for Andrea. Another one with redemption in the setup. Well, technically also saving the first, but you know, we'll take what we want. By the 12, your quest to right wrongs took you across the rift into another world? Truth really is stranger than fiction. My thanks, Kisara. This will be a splendid addition to my tales. I'm afraid it is time we sought our ship. Brief though it was, I'm glad for our reunion. I'm gonna train hard in Hingashi, and I'm gonna come back a real samurai, just you watch. If your travels ever bring you to Kugane again, please come seek me out at the barracks. Till next time. To think that pretender would have have a change of heart and try to become a true samurai. The old man would be pleased. Goes to show Musosai's legacy truly lives on in you, Kisara, and it takes root even in the hearts of those you've sliced up. So keep on fighting the good fight, my friend, and remember to visit me from time to time to share more of your tales. Sam I am. Feels nice, man. Feels nice. So, let's do some things, shall we? I was about to say, wait, what? Why can't I do? Oh, right. I don't have the eye level for it. I can't do things. But actually, let's verify, though I'm fairly certain. All that's done. All that's done. Blue Mage I'm not counting. Not until later. Done. Done. This is the Hildebrand. Why am I missing some things from... Must be from Stormblood. Return to Evilise. That's for the new one. Of course, I've done all the main scenario stuff. Ta-da. Alright. So let's do stuff. What should we do? You know what? Let's do experts for funsies. For funsies. Need to re-dye this, but I really like this top for my Dark Knight. It really looks nice. We need to find the right color. Black isn't really very well suited with all the black that's part of the bodice. part up here at the top. But the natural blue it comes with is alrighty. I keep getting this one. Is this literally the last one? No. There's one more, right? I keep getting this one though. It's kind of weird. Boom, boom, ba, 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 bum. Ba, da, 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 da. And see, they're all like really low. How did I miss that one? I don't know. So this white mage is right on point because I get really low, but not low enough that I'm that worried. He plays the how low can you go game and he plays it well. It gets really quiet once we get down to like nothing. Okay, good. I got 3,000, so I can start off with some nice stuff. So we're doing all right. Just a little bit angled. He wasn't able to break through my blackest night, so I couldn't get it up in time for this. Okay, so hard rock is what I need to look for. It's fine. It's fine, I'm not worried. Okay, I gotta angle this in real nice. Not bad, Samurai. I guess it makes some sense. Like, here, one of the things that bothers me is the fact that we come all the way back here, only to talk to another frog to go somewhere else. But what makes sense is literally that, you know, Matoya is explaining to us what we're getting next, and probably we don't have a, what's it called, a link shell with her. Alright, next up. Latoya's theme is one of my favorites from Final Fantasy 1. Like, there's not much music in Final Fantasy 1 in general. You know, cartridge sides and all that. But alright. Over here, we'll do this. Oopsie daisy. Did I already roll on this stuff? Oh, I didn't. Now I have. I need a necklace too. There we go. Yeah, hit with a Flated Solus and the size at the same time. Holy moly. Alrighty. Good. All of my Salted Earth went through. Ah! I missed my last blood spiller. Pitter patter. Yeah, he set up a dual cast there. That's actually not a bad idea. Smash, smash. Alrighty. Whew, okay. Last phase. Here we are. Arigato na. The usual white mage dark knight not having fun with each other. He's holding the heck at the start and I can't use the blackest knight. That was a, okay. Well done there. That was supposed to be an interrupt, not a stun. I wish a stun would work just as well as an interrupt would. But then again, that means that everybody's got two. Then it means that everybody's got two, so there's no excuse. There we go, round and round we go. Perfection. Marshmallow. Achoo! He sneeze. He sick boy. Sick boy need dead. Dead cure sick. At the very least, melty cure sick, I suppose. There we go. Last bits. Here we are. There we are. I should have stayed for one more second. So I can get that last hit in, but now that's gonna fail. Suck. 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 I should go back and watch Spaceballs again. That was a funny ass movie. Beautiful. Buffet! Buffet. Over there. Bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dow. Bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dow. Bum bum ba dum. Soon as you're targetable. Alrighty. That's not what I... That's the AoE, isn't it? Oh, no, it isn't. Woohoo! Mincemeat is the tank buster. Tenderloin was the other one. Ba 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 da. Pants o maiming. And I'm out. Sweet, I got 2 comms. I very much liked it. I like it a lot. Let's do one more thing before I go to bed, just cause. Let's do... I'll do some Black Mage related, why not? And we'll do... normal raids. Let's see what kind of normal raid we get. How much do we have to explode? Bing, ba-da-ding, ding, da-da-ding, ding, da-da-ding. Ah. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Luckily, I think a lot of my rotation remains relatively the same. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, we got Ultros first. Alrighty. Tentacle summon. Uh-oh. Okay, good enough. Oh, shoot. Ino-chan, no! Oh, boy. Next up is Dadaluma. Oh, thank goodness. I really didn't want to have to deal with Daddy. Okay, I'm in. Okay. I still had Firestarter. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't have Sharpcast as often. That's not cool. Uh-oh. Misairu! Misairu! Diffraction Plasma. No likeys. I dodge. Actually, no. I want to let that one tick down. We got Bibliotecas. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Bibliotaph, Bibliotaph, Bibliotaph. Okay, yeah, hold on. Foul. Thunder, get out of the way. Let me do the AoE here. We got this. Two. I see your question about Twitter thing later. Not a problem. Please get around to it. Ah, shenaniganery. Oh no, more of these things. Uh-oh. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh! I didn't die. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Oh, right. I'm getting things that I don't need. I'm actually proud of myself. I didn't die on Black Mage in that fight, because that is a movement-heavy fight like nobody's business. Phew! Let me see. Aha. I think it might be. I think it's showtime is probably enough. Like, having multiple hashtags for lifetime in particular probably only really makes sense, in my mind anyway, when you got, like, if it's a certain kind of stream. But unfortunately, both those tags are like, let's get started type tags. So, it'll be a little bit different. Alright, I think that'll be it for tonight, because I do have to get to bed. So I got some stuff to do tomorrow. But, I was gonna just exit out before we even finish up here in the stream itself. But, yeah. Tomorrow we'll probably get back on Yang now that we finish all the side stuffs for Kisara. I didn't think it would take 3 nights for this to happen. But it is what it is. So now I get to buckle down and get through all of what I've got to do on Yang. And we'll get through that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. In any case, you started off at 75, so you basically grounded out today. Started off at 75, you finished it up to 80. Congratulations, my dude. Welcome to the All 80s Club. He says with his Blue Mage at like... And granted, Blue Mage can't be 80, but Blue Mage not maxed out, let's just say. I need to get back around to that, but that'll be later, because I want to do Yang, so she can go through Endwalker. And I can have 2 characters that can raid for funsies. I can experiment on one and do the other one on the other. What? Anyway, thank you guys for coming along for the ride. I will see you guys tomorrow for Shadowbringers Remembered stream with my Alti Yang. Until next time, I will see you. Yeah, there we go. I will see you guys next time. And hopefully we can have a ball then too. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.